Welcome back to my Mental Health and Crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is all my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions only. This is a case of the Idaho. This was the body cam that was released yesterday by Idaho statesmen. And Idaho statesmen have not mentioned that this body cam footage is on reverse or it's the wrong body cam footage. If the police has something to say, they would say it loud and clear, and they wouldn't be putting out any edited videos of the body cam. They just speeded it up because that is illegal. Even law enforcement have to obey the law. Others, they get into trouble. We all know that. So when people come into my comment channel telling me that, oh, this is the wrong footage and a YouTube creator so-and-so debunked it, unless you're the FBI or unless you're law enforcement, I wouldn't advise anyone to listen to any YouTube creator, including me. We are not law enforcement. So we are not entitled to debunk anything. One thing that I am really frustrated about in this case is people on YouTube just feel free to debunk anyone and anything. This case belongs to Idaho, Moscow. It belongs to Ada County. It doesn't belong to us. So it'll be wrong to debunk anything. Now, I am just going with my speculations, with my thoughts, and what I see. I love analyzing things. That is exactly what cognitive behavior is about. In our therapy and in mental health counseling, we analyze our clients. We try to help them to make better decision making. And to find out where issues could come in a person's life, especially mental health. We observe everything. We analyze everything. And it's always been a habit of mine to observe, analyze, be alert. Most of the times, at least. Especially if it's something I'm interested in. I'm really interested in getting the correct justice for Kaylee, Maddie, Zana, Ethan, and finding out if Brian Koberger really did this awful crimes. And if he did it, he wasn't on his own. So let's go back to the body cam. Once again, this is all my thoughts, my speculations, my opinions. It's all allegedly. This is not a fact. Everyone has their way of thinking, and everyone has their way of analyzing things. I understand it's dark. I understand the camera is on full speed. And that's how I found the figure running, the person running. Now you see the car, the Sierra, leaving. Whether it belongs to Coburg or not, it is leaving King Road. Pay attention to the house straight down that we all have been watching for a while. 1119 King Road. It's a 3-story house. I'm sure it's a dozen of roommates who live there. On the left-hand side is where Jack D and Adam Lauder live. I've shown you all a lot of my findings. You all saw the figures. At least 95% of my comment channel agree, which is good. And thank you, my lovely subscribers, for giving me your feedback, for sharing your thoughts, for always motivating me, supporting me, giving me encouragement. I love my subscribers. I really do love them because they're very mindful, very focused on this case. I'm not being biased, but I believe I have the most intelligent people on this case in my channel. We are just trying to figure out what happened, and it's because of my subscribers' comments that I find things. At times I find it on my own, obviously, but when somebody in my comment channel tells me who to go back and look at that timestamp, I usually do that. And that's how we've come so far with the grub truck and Banfield. Our channel was getting a lot of heat when we started the grub truck and Banfield analyzing. I was getting trolls, just like I'm getting trolls now because of these body cams, and it really doesn't bother me. The reason it doesn't bother me is we want the correct justice for these 4 victims. And to get the correct justice, that means focus. We need to focus. I know the pictures are blurry, but that is what happens when things are on speed and you stop it and try and zoom in. The picture color changes. It does. It becomes lighter, it becomes brownish, or it becomes colorish. And all I'm doing is just recording directly from my Samsung Galaxy 24 to my 65-inch TV. Nothing else. So when people are telling me, oh, you don't need to edit it because it's been edited, I ain't editing anything. Those figures running it are doing it by themselves. I'm not going to take credit for their evil work. I've always said from the very beginning of this case, my subscribers know. If I see something, I am going to expose it. I'm happy that so many YouTube creators have started analyzing Banfield, because I was the only one, and Murder Metal Mayhem, who kept on talking about Banfield, who kept on talking about the grub truck. When I found Zana, people yelling out Zana's name at the grub truck, Saeed watching those horrific pictures, Joe Vito watching those pictures too, I knew what I was seeing. And many people agreed that they were seeing the same things. But many people kept on telling me, leave the Banfield boys. They're just intoxicated. It's a Saturday night. They're having fun. This is how it works, in my opinion. Anyone who was out at an odd time, who was around 1122 King Road, near Taylor Avenue, Linda Lane, near Jack D's house, near Sigma Chi fraternity, Alpha Kappa Lambda. All of them need to be investigated. Not everything is a coincidence. Not everything is a coincidence in life. So let me start with something I found. Do you see this house? Now pay attention to the door on the left-hand side. What is this I see? Is this a person? Looks like a person is hiding themselves behind the pickup truck. Actually, two. Is he sitting on his on his hands? Is he basically on this? Is the person on all his fours? Because in the beginning I thought that it could be items on the white truck. The Sierra has just passed, so there's more light. Now, let's see. Do you see, guys? There are two people standing behind the pickup truck, the white pickup truck. If you look at them properly, one has on a cap, the one behind, and the one at the front has black hair, and if I'm not wrong, he has on sunglasses. So I guess this will be part 3 or part 4. Every finding that I personally believe is something, I'm going to put it up in parts. So I hope you'll see what I see. We can agree to disagree with respect and with mindfulness. But I clearly see two people hiding behind the white truck. This house was really a busy bee that night. Then we have Jack D, his house on the other side, and all the lights are on. Not only in this house 1119 King Road, but Jack D's house too. So let me know what you all see. You can see the timeline, you can see the picture, you can go back yourselves to Idaho spokesman's video that they released, and let me know what you'll see. But I clearly see two people there. I showed you all there were like 3 to 4 people behind the bin. You can see them hiding behind the bin. And you can see the other 2 people behind the white pickup truck. Let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe.